Hello guys, I hope everybody is doing good, and in today's video we're going to be talking about everything about the CFA program. Okay, from the time of eligibility, what is the fees, what is the structure, what is happening in each level, everything will be covered in detail with the basic details of the scholarship program. So this is Ganesh Nayak and we at Fintelligents will help you to clear CFA exam. So let us start with the discussion. What exactly is a CFA certification? Okay, now as a student, you must have heard about CFA certification in various forums on various websites. CFA, which is Chartered Financial Analyst program, is basically considered as one of the highest distinction in the field of investment management and also in the field of broader finance. Now, in total, right now we have around 1,90,000 plus professionals who are across the globe having this CFA certification with them, and which makes the certification one of the most valued, and in a lot of countries it is also considered as a gold standard for finance or gold standard for investment management industry. Okay, this certification is conducted by CFA Institute, which is a body from US, and they conduct exam in all the countries right now, and they have a pattern of conducting exam. You being a student, you can register for the exam and you can appear for the exam. Let us go into the details of the section that why somebody, a college student or a working professional, should aspire to become a certified or chartered financial analyst. Okay, the first thing that ideally should come to your mind is that it can give you a very good amount of career enhancement. Now, what happens is that when you are working in the industry or when you're trying to set your foot into the finance industry, having a charter holder, being a charter holder of CFA can give you an entire edge when you're looking at different roles, new opportunities, and specifically good salary. We're going to be also talking about it in detail. Further, in a lot of countries, okay, CFA is considered equal to masters. Now, this is very, very important for a lot of students who are planning to go abroad and planning to work over there or settle over there. For them, along with their masters, along with their graduation, if they're going to do CFA program, then this is going to be very, very interesting. And this will help them to achieve a very, very high opportunity in the foreign markets. Further, global recognition. So it is not only just recognized globally, it is also recognized in India. Okay, CFA is widely recognized in the investment management space, where if you are studying in India, you've done some masters and side by side you are doing CFA and they plan to go abroad, then this CFA certification can help you to achieve your success in that global market also, because it is recognized across the globe. This is a wonderful opportunity for you to appear and clear a global certification. In terms of return, the ROI is very, very high, because roughly you're going to be putting it around 3.5 or 4 lakh rupees, and you will be able to get a certification which has a global recognition, which is very rare. Because if tomorrow, if you want to go and do a master's program out of India, the cost is going to be very, very huge, say around 10,000, 20,000, $30,000, and that cost is very, very high as compared to the CFA certification. So a lot of students who are aspiring to look at long term in their career in finance, then they definitely look at CFA, because it gives you a very, very good return on investment. And with respect to salary, okay, see, this all of these global certification does not tell you that when you clear you'll immediately get a good salary, but what it tells you is that if you're going to stay in your career, okay, this CFA designation will give you huge benefit in terms of the salary growth, because the employers recognizes it. Okay, further, it also gives you an opportunity to do networking, because in India right now also CFA societies are very, very active, and they conduct a lot of sessions, seminars, workshops, where you can participate as a CFA charter holder, and you can basically do a lot of networking, grow your professional side also. So all of these are benefits which are extremely making this certification a valuable certification for people who are working, for people who are in college right now also. With respect to the pathway, how can you become a CFA charter holder? Okay, the first and the basic requirement is that you need to clear all the exams. So there are 3 levels for CFA exam. You have to appear and clear all the 3 levels of exam, plus you have to show that you have a relevant experience which ranges to around 36 months. Okay, and along with the experience, okay, you can also, I'll have to also submit a professional reference, basically references of people whom you know from the industry, and they are basically talking about you. Okay, so you need a reference letter which will help your candidature or becoming a member. Now, with respect to this work experience, okay, a lot of students feel that, okay, I will have to get work experience after I complete CFA. No, if it is before or while doing CFA, that will also be counted. Further, applying for membership. Okay, so once you do all of these steps, you have to apply for membership with the CFA Institute and also the India Society to earn that charter. Okay, to earn that charter, and post that you can write CFA next to your name. Further, when we talk about the exam dates, and we said there are 3 levels of the exams, right? So first level is conducted 4 times a year: Feb, May, August, and November 2025. Okay, for level 2, okay, it's only May or it's only August. Okay, so the next time the exam is going to get conducted for level 1 is all the 4 times in a year. It's Feb, May, August, and November. But for level 2, it's May and August, and for level 3, it is February and August. Okay, so all of these dates are when the next year the exam is going to get conducted. When we talk about the fee structure and registration, okay, so the CFA exam basically it asks you to register to the CFA Institute, which will basically charge you a one-time registration fee of around 350 USD plus when you want to register for the exam, it can be for each level, level 1, level 2, level 3. So the registration for the exam would ideally cost you in an early bird. So there is an early bird window. Okay, now for each exam, say for example for August, the early bird might be in December. Okay, so there is a window in which if you register, it will give you around $990 US, which will make your total cost 350 plus 990, which is 1340, and also plus because you are from India, you'll have to pay a GST of around 18%. So all the students, please remember that. Further, when we talk about standards, suppose for any exam you could not register in the early bird period and you registered in the standard registration period, then your exam sitting fee will go up from 990, it will go up to 1290. So your overall fees will be 350 plus 1290, that is going to make around 1340 fees. Okay, and plus the GST. Okay, now for the level 2, you just need to pay the exam sitting fee, that is early bird 990. For level 3, only the exam sitting fee. Also, the institute has given you a very good opportunity. Suppose if you registered for your August 2025 exam and you want to change the date, okay, so you can do that by paying a fees of $250 US. There's also one more process of deferral, which I have not added over here because I generally do not encourage deferral of the exam. Okay, when you defer the exam, okay, suppose you have registered for May and because of XYZ reason you could not prepare for May and you now want to go for November exam, so you can do the deferral, which is going to be costing you around $399. You have to pay to the institute and they will allow you a deferral. Okay, so over here a lot of students who are not well prepared because of XYZ reason, they can use this deferral opportunity and they can push their exam to the next attempt also. Further, scholarship, which is very, very important. We have got a detailed video on the CFA scholarship. Okay, and in that CFA scholarship part, we are explicitly going to talk about the what are three broader news scholarship that are out in the CFA website also. Over here, I'm just giving you a gist what is happening. So previously there were 5 scholarship which the CFA Institute brought it to 3. Okay, and what is the waiver? So anybody who qualifies for this scholarship, the entire enrollment fee, which is the one-time enrollment fee, that will go, plus the exam sitting fee will be reduced. So it was 990, it will get reduced. So there is the first type of scholarship, which is an access scholarship. Now this is for people or individual who cannot afford this exam, but they want to grow in the field of finance. So CFA offers a very good opportunity for them. You have to submit your essay, okay, and it will bring in access scholarship fees, okay, which is primarily going to reduce the exam fee from 900 to 400 USD. Similarly, you also have a student scholarship. Now over here, this scholarship is not for every student. Okay, it is only for students who are with an affiliated university with CFA Institute. Okay, and obviously they should not be registered for the exam. If you've already registered for the exam, then you cannot apply for any of the scholarship. Okay, and over here also your fees will get reduced, but it is not getting down till 400. It will only go down till 600. So you still have to pay $600 to appear for the exam. Okay, the third scholarship is a professor scholarship. Now this is a full-time program. If suppose you are a professor in a full-time role in some college, some university, so then you can apply for a professor scholarship and your fees will also get reduced. Okay, so these scholarships are very, very beneficial for a lot of students okay, who are planning to appear for the exam in the next year or after that. So please make a note of it, and we have a detailed video in the description also. Further, CFA curriculum, okay, so in which we're going to be basically talking about what are the 10 books which are generally tested in the exam, and I'll focus more on CFA level 1, okay, and I'll also talk from the perspective that which book is most difficult, okay. So the most difficult book which a lot of students face problem is ethics and professional standards. The weightage is also very high across the 3 level, and very important book, because if you do not perform well in this book, very good chances that you might not be able to clear the exam. Now, what is an issue with this book? This book will basically test you on your understanding, not on what you have read. So understanding, case study based questions come. So hence a lot of students face problem. Second is the FPF, the financial statements analysis. Now the financial statement analysis program, the subject is also heavily weightage, but it is only for the level 1 and level 2, where they're going to be basically testing you on different types of financial statements and different types of accounting rules and different ways, different parameters which are used in your accounting statements. Like for example, you have inventory, you have depreciation, you have different types of assets, short term, long term. So how do you treat them, and what are the different accounting regulation related to it? So financial statement analysis, okay, is also something which a lot of students struggle, especially students who are not from finance background or commerce background. Engineering students face a lot of problem over here, okay. Then the third most difficult book, okay, is the quantitative method book, okay. Even though the weightage is very low, but this book tells you about the basics of statistics. And what happens if your statistics is clear, you can do any type of business forecasting. So this subject basically tests you on your ability to understand what is the core of statistics, then linear regression, hypothesis testing, sample movement, and all of these things, okay. Lot of commerce students do face some amount of challenge in this subject. Then the fourth difficult book is your fixed income, okay. The number of chapters for this book is very huge, and the weightage is also very high, okay. This book basically tries to cover you what is bond, different types of bond, and how do you do the valuation of the bonds, what are the different tools, for example duration and convexity, which can help you to understand what is the risk in the bond. So all of these things are covered in detail, and as you go from level 1 to level 2 to level 3, the difficulty level will become very different. Then you also have the fifth difficult book, which is generally the derivative. Again, in this book they are talking about financial derivatives like futures, options, swaps, forward, all of these different derivatives. The details are explained in lot. The number of chapters are huge, but the weightage is slightly low, okay. Over here, a lot of your finance students, a lot of your engineering students do face a challenge because they are not exposed to these financial derivatives in detail, okay. After that, you have the sixth difficult book, which is equity, slightly heavy weighted across all the level, but equity tells you that how, when companies buy stocks, then what are the risks that they are facing, how do they do the valuation of that investment, and what are the different types of equity investment opportunities are available in the market. So all of those, okay, all of those are available in this subject, and students do find it slightly tough. Now, apart from these 6 subjects, all the remaining 4 are almost equal in terms of difficulty. So you have economics, the basics economic, but it is there in all the 3 levels. Corporate issuer, where the focus is on understanding that when companies or corporates, they try to raise money from the market with respect to your equity, with respect to your bonds, debentures. So how do they do it? What are the different tools that are available with them? Second last, you have the 9th book, which is your alternative investment book, which focuses on that when you invest into asset, it is not always going to be stocks or bond. There are real estate, commodities, you have Bitcoin, so many different alternative assets which are available in the market. So that is also being tested over here, okay. And finally, portfolio management, because when you invest into the market, you're not going to invest into one single asset, you're going to invest into a portfolio of assets. So how does the performance of the portfolio is analyzed? How do you look at your fund manager? What are the different risks? How do you analyze the returns? Everything is covered in detail over here, okay. One thing which a lot of students face or a lot of the students think is that if I appear for this exam, what is the chance that I'll clear the exam? So over here we are going to be talking about the historical pass rate, and this is available in the public domain also. So historically, the CFA level 1, now I'm explicitly focusing on CFA level 1, okay. CFA level 1 pass rate has been slightly low in the last year, but this year it has gone up, okay. It has gone to around 45% is the average rate, which is a very good news for students who are going to be planning their career with CFA. So the pass rates have gone up. It's a good news for them in the market. We'll also talk about how do you see the result. Okay, so in the result there is a minimum passing score line which has been highlighted over here. Okay, and the blue line, okay, is something, this is your own score. Okay, now if you're below the minimum passing score line, then you're failing the exam. If you're above, you're passing the exam. Okay, and but apart from these two lines, which is a minimum passing score line, okay, and your score, there are two more lines you can see at the top and the bottom. Okay, which is also covered over here. It talks about the top 90 percentile or the top 10 percentile, and this line talks about the lowest 10 percentile. So if you are above this line, that means for this exam you were there in the top 10 percentile people who appeared for the exam. Similarly, if you're below this line, then it tells you that you are in the lowest 10 percentile, okay, who are going to be appearing for this exam. Okay, so overall level per this the CFA result is slightly different than the normal result that we see, and they will show you the result for each book so that you can understand the overall score, and also you understand which book you are performing bad. Okay, so this is a very good reference point for students to improve for their next attempt. Okay, this is a snapshot. Okay, if you're above the minimum, this is the minimum passing line, minimum criteria. If you're above, then you're passing. If you're below, you're failing. And you can also be a borderline case, which is very, very rare, that it depends upon how the others are performing also slightly, and you can still pass the exam. But overall, the CFA result, every student who's appearing for the CFA exam, he should know the result in and out, so that when he's preparing, he'll be able to prepare properly with a proper strategy. And also the student should be able to understand or remember the weightages, which book is heavily weighted and how should I plan that book. Different study materials. So I'll just bifurcate the study materials into two parts. Okay, one is basically talking about the content and other basically talking about the questions. Okay, when we talk about the content, it basically tries to cover, there is a CFA Institute material. Also, there is a material from Kaplan. Okay, Kaplan's treasure material. Okay, I'll just rewrite it. There is also a material that is available from, okay, sorry, I made a mistake. Kaplan. Okay, Kaplan's treasure material. Okay, for the question bank, I would highly recommend you go for the CFA Institute. So you can read from Kaplan material, the basic content, because it is a very good summarization of the CFA Institute material, and then you can solve the CFA Institute questions first. This will give you a complete coverage of what is actually needed to clear the exam. Okay, now from the preparation perspective, a lot of students face that the CFA exam is tough, but please remember the CFA exam content is not very tough. The only thing is it is very vast. This is the first problem. The second problem is that it has huge amount of competition, and because of which a lot of students who are preparing also, they could not clear the exam. Okay, what are the different job opportunities? This is just on the basis of what we have done surveys in the industry, and we can see that variety of roles are available for people who are who have cleared CFA. Okay, and they are working in the industry, and the salary range is also very, very good. It starts from around 5 to 6 lakhs depending upon which company you're joining, what roles you're what niche role you're getting into. That will also have a factor, but having a CFA, you will be able to get an entry level role of 5 to 6 lakhs easily into the market, which is a very good if you're a fresher. This is your first job. Obviously, for working professional, this will open up a lot of new opportunity and especially good roles for you in your career, which can take you to good salaries also. Further, who are the top recruiters for CFA in India? So you have Citibank, you have EY, Deloitte, UBS, HSBC. All the big companies are by default hiring them, especially, and also now the trend is that a lot of Indian companies are hiring CFAs. Okay, for their core finance role, for their FP&A roles, they are hiring extensively CFA holders. Also, what is the average salary of the CFA charter holder? When there has been a survey by the CFA Institute, also the salary range is around 28.6 lakh per annum, which is a very good number. If you're a CFA charter holder with some 7-8 years of experience, is a very, very good number for you to be in. Okay. Further, a few of the job roles that I realized, I found it on LinkedIn. Okay, where there was a role from Deutsche Bank, then you have Morgan Stanley, Barclays, okay, Michael Page. All of these companies, they are also hiring CFAs, and they are hiring them for variety of new roles which are coming into the market. Okay, Few common queries which a lot of people who are appearing for the CFA exam, they have this in mind. Okay, the first query, what is the eligibility of the for the CFA exam? Now, this is very interesting. I've not explicitly covered it over there, but the eligibility perspective, if you're working, if you're already graduated, then you can straight away go for the exam. But if you're a college student, okay, then you can give the exam in your second year. Okay, so this is your start of the second year. This is the start of the third year. Okay, so in your second year, you can give level 1. In your third year, you can give level 2. Okay, and once you're done with your college, so end of your graduation, then you can go for level 3. Okay, so basically what CFA Institute tells is that if you're having a 3-year program of your graduation, so you can start in the second year, or basically some 23 months before your end of graduation, that you can appear for your level 1. Okay, if you have a 4-year program, then you can give in your third year of your college the first level of CFA exam. Okay, so this is a very important thing, that whether I'm eligible for the CFA exam or not. Doing CFA after 12 standard. So a lot of students, what they do right now is they start their preparation in their first year of college, but they give the exam in their second year of college. Okay, is CFA exam very tough? So from my experience, the exam tough part is explicitly coming with respect to the sheer size of the exam content. Okay, it's very vast, and also a lot of people are going to sit for this exam, so that increases the difficulty level of the exam. How much time do you need? So my recommendation would be like 300 to 400 hours. Okay, obviously it depends upon your speed. A lot of students prepare for more than 400 hours for this exam. Preparing for CFA exam with your full-time job, yes, it is possible. A lot of students, they do it. Okay, they prepare for the exam with their full-time job, and it is possible. Again, you have to manage time, and you should be preparing for at least 6 to 7 months of fully dedicated preparation. Then that will help you. Okay, is exam quant driven? Not exactly, because the weightage is also very low. If you go for FRM, so FRM is slightly more quant driven as compared to CFA exam. So do not worry about it much, because the weightage is slightly low. Work experience required to take the CFA exam? No. To appear for the exam, you do not need work experience, because a college student can also appear. But yes, if you complete CFA, you want to become a charter holder, then a certain amount of work experience is required. Okay, so I hope I've tried to cover as much as possible with respect to the queries. Okay, how Fintelligents can help you. We have a very unique pattern which we basically suggest not only in CFA but also in FRM, is that when you start the journey, so we basically give you our videos of the pre-recorded content for CFA, and we ask you to go through the video, read the textbook, and write down your doubts in pencil in the textbook. Now this is very, very strong, because you take the ownership of the preparation. This is very, very good. Secondly, before the lecture, you have already seen the video, you already know your doubt. So when you attend the lecture, first of all, it acts as a revision, because you've already seen that before. Second, you are very clear what is the doubt that I want to ask. Okay, what is the doubt that I want to ask? Okay, if there is any doubt which is left even after the lecture, you have an active Telegram group where you can post your queries. Okay, plus there is a monthly guidance call which will help you to plan your entire CFA preparation. Okay, and once you clear the exam, we also help you in terms of your placement. Okay, we assist you in terms of how to prepare for the interviews and what different roles are available in the market, and if we have any connecting opportunity in the industry with respect to roles, we also pass that on to you. Okay, apart from that, what we offer, okay, we provide support till the end to our students. Okay, so live online session is available. Okay, you have revision session, recorded lectures. Like I said, you get the recorded lectures from the start. Doubt solving 24/7 is available with us. Further, you have chapter wise questions. It is not only just mixed questions that we are giving. No, we are giving chapter wise questions also, plus test series and mock papers are also available, which you can solve as you get time. And finally, placement assistance. Okay, we have been active on YouTube, and we have been posting variety of videos, variety of podcasts, variety of helping sessions for the students. Okay, so you can basically subscribe to our channel and share, like this video, comment or put a comment on this video with respect to your experience, and also share this video with your friends. Okay, share this video with your friends. Okay, so, and thank you very much for watching this video, and if you have any query, you can reach out to us on WhatsApp. okay, on this number 9819137880, and our expert guides will help you to prepare properly for the exam. So thank you very much for watching this video.